will be in the newsletter. Okay, and then we are expanding the advisory council to 50 people, and here's why, and we need your input on this. We're looking for many people, a wide variety of ages, and from different career backgrounds, because we want to involve a lot of people in the advisory council, giving input and helping us grow this organization. And some may later want to be a part of the board itself. So if you know of someone, please let the office know, info@villagesokc.org, or to let me know that you know someone that you'd like to have me talk to about being a part of this advisory council. Do we need to go on, Amy, or did you want to comment on that? Okay. And what's coming up? So here's some things that are coming up. Again, Beth was reading my mind. So we're starting a weekly podcast. We have recorded 4. They're now being edited. They're adding music and refining the introduction and the exit so that it's, you know, clear that it's from Villages and so forth. We'll be interviewing all kinds of people, certainly some professionals, doctors and lawyers, but all members of Villages who have been involved, but their own stories are very interesting. We have insurance people. We have the former governor will be one of our, Mary Fallon is a member of Villages. And so we'll be interviewing her about how she figured out what she needed to do besides do laundry and clean house all day now that she wasn't governor. So she was having to reinvent herself. So very interesting podcast. You'll want to catch those. And Jeff, our tech guy, will be explaining about how to get on a podcast if you're not clear about that. The veteran pinning is March 29th. Last year we pinned 350 people and we expect about 500 veterans this year. It's a very moving ceremony at the History Center. So if you're interested at all, you'll want to catch that on that March 29th. April 14th, we're doing something brand new. Paula Settle, who is on this call, is leading an effort to pin, I believe it's 15 or 17 residents of Superbia, an independent living community just off of council, and just such wonderful people. They are thrilled. She's gotten our new board member, Brigadier General Robinson, to pin them, and they'll be getting a challenge coin. It's going to be a wonderful ceremony, and I think it deserves ending if you would like to. Again, information through the office. It's an opportunity to certainly get involved just to help with that, serving, refreshments, organizing, and so forth, because all of these take a lot of help. Upcoming, we also have a power of attorney. That's what POA stands for, power of attorney and advanced directive workshop. That'll be at Our Lord's Lutheran in the evening. And you will want to tell your kids and grandkids about this, because some people think that only old people have to take care of paperwork, but that's not true, because we're going to teach them. And so at this opportunity, 18-year-olds are an adult, so 18-year-olds should come, as well as their parents, and they will hear from an attorney who will explain what is a power of attorney, why should I have one, and then before they leave, they'll get a form, fill it out, have it signed and notarized, so when they leave, they will have a completed legal document. And it's very, very important. So help us get the word out about that. That is also on the March calendar. Lots of things happening. And by the way, we're looking for other churches who might want to host these kind of events. So if you have contacts in your area, your neighborhood, your church, be sure and make them aware of that, and we'll reach out to them and offer this same opportunity. Are you getting the communications? Are you receiving the emails and reading them? Are you appreciating the texts? Let's talk for just a minute about that. Is there anybody that is on this call that does get the communication and love it? Tell me what you like about it.
I like the email and the text, because I just do.
It helps you not forget, doesn't it? Anybody else?
Right.
It's a great reminder.
Yeah.
So we intend to continue this. We did buy a service that allows us to type more letters, more characters in the text, so we can send it out. We don't want to overdo it, but honestly, the whole world is kind of working that way. And so we're not scams, we're not spams, we're the real deal. So when you get a village text, just click on it and respond. That would be good. There are lots of ways to get involved. This church that I mentioned that we're doing life skills and we'll soon be doing the power of attorney, Our Lord's Lutheran. Well, guess what? They have a singing group. Every Wednesday, they come together and they sing. About 50 people sing for an hour, and they have the best time. You don't have to try out or anything, and they're looking for people to join them. So if you're one of those who would like to sing more than just in the shower, give us a shout. We'll connect you with the director. These are all retired people who just simply love to sing. The director's retired, and they wouldn't let him be the professor anymore, and so he formed his own group. So it's working out quite well. In fact, they've even performed a couple of times at the Veterans Center and so forth. There are other places to get involved because every project that we do needs lots of hands-on. So in the office, as well as organizing, like I just mentioned, with food and so forth. So I would urge you to get involved, because getting involved saves your brain, and relationships are key to staying active and healthy. Good friends are available at each of these locations. Coming up soon, the highlighted there is WITH. Do you see that, Kay?
Mhm.
Okay. And that's because doing life with people is a whole lot more fun than doing it alone. And so soon now there's going to be a campaign to help us grow our membership. Everybody will be involved. It's going to be fun. It's going to be with initiatives and prizes are all, I'm not sure what Amy's got in mind, but you need to watch out for Each One Bring One, a membership drive campaign coming up. So things are going to get really exciting here as we grow our membership this year. This is only March the 7th. And by the end of the year, we expect to be a very large number. That's why we're going to get into our new offices. So we're going to need a new place. Amy, anything else on that one?
All right, nothing else on that one.
How am I doing on time?
Great.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, so just a few things to remember is sign up for our events online if you want to participate. You of course can show up, but we love to know how many people we're going to have show up. So if you can just remember to jump on that calendar and sign up online, that will help us. Now, if you don't know how to do that, every month we have Member Monday. And that is the first Monday of every month. We welcome all of our new members. We invite them to our office, and I go through all of the benefits of being a member, how to log in to the website and get your personalized Villages page, and how to sign up for online events. So we would love to see any of you at Member Monday on Mondays. I know, Marcy, I think you're signed up for next Monday, I believe. And so we would love for you to come, and you can also ask questions, and that's a great place to bring people to if they are even thinking about joining Villages. That might be a great place to invite your friends. We're going to skip the services request, and we're going to jump down to do you like money? So we have been approached by one of our partners, Providence Home Care, and they wanted to know what type of interest there is from you all to possibly work for them and be a part-time caregiver. So they have just wanted to see if they could offer lunch to all of our members, and they could kind of pick your brains and get a little more information about what types of things you guys would want to do for a little extra money. If you're looking for a part-time job, like 5 hours a week or 2 hours a week or 20 hours a week, they just want to talk to the aging community who might be interested in that. So if that's something you all would like to do, please let me know. You can let me know now, or you can call the office or email us, but let us know if that's something you'd be interested in. You're not signing up for anything by going to the lunch. It's just a fact-finding place where they can share with their needs with you all, and then find out what you all might want from something like that as well. So next we have We want some conversation. This is a great time for us to just all have a conversation about what you would like to see at Villages OKC. We want to make sure that this is a place where you feel a part of the community, and we offer things that enhance your life and your relationships. So you guys feel free to unmute yourself. Some of you all are muted, but go ahead and let us all know what you think you would like to see, or let us know what you're loving right now. We would like to know that as well.
I have an idea.
Great.
My sister and her husband, long time ago, they got people together to just talk about anything they wanted. They write out a subject they wanted to talk about and put it in a hat, and 1 week they would pull the topic out, and they'd have, I think, a month to get their thoughts together and stuff and what they would talk about. They did that for a while in Durango, but now they've been RVing for about 5 years now. And with the RV camp that they go to in Florida every year for the winter, this year when they got there in December, they started a group that would put a subject in where they have a speaker, and they'd ask anybody to tell their story. Everybody has a story. And so, and she said the other day that it's really going well. And anybody that wanted to could get up for 15 to 20 minutes or so and tell the story. And I think that would be, I was thinking, where could we do that? And maybe, Gayleen, at the coffee, that we could start doing this, or put out the idea. Or maybe we could, because that's just women, but maybe we could do it as a village meeting or whatever.
I love that idea, Kay. Thank you for sharing that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Beth, would you articulate again your comment about the podcast so everyone could hear?
Yes. When I was in the class for iPhone, iPads, tell me the man's name again. You've already mentioned it, Marilyn.
Jeff Albright.
Yeah, thank you. Jeff mentioned that that Villages Oklahoma City was going to have podcast. So I stayed after class and I said, I wonder if they would do the podcast of you on a podcast. And he said, well, that I was the one that could suggest that. I said, okay, but you're also, they're going to listen to you, not me. Well, they might listen to me because you are. But so I made an agreement with him that I would bring up the subject. And he said that he would bring up the subject too. So that's all there was to it.
Well, it's exactly what he did. And I asked him, what the arrangements would be for him. And so he's given us some of the specifics on that. The only thing I think it would require video. Amy, I'm not sure. What do you think?
We could do video, actually. We could do it.
Oh,
We could do both audio and video.
so you know how to do that? Amy is the guru of everything. I'm telling you, this woman is amazing.
I'm just not afraid to try it. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it is totally possible, and we will pursue it and get back with you with a 30-day update, kind of where we are on that. Beth, I do think you probably intended to make a $1 million contribution to help us make that happen, right?
$1 million is a little much.
Oh,
But,
okay. How about just slightly under $1 million?
Oh, my. Amy, he walks around when he lectures. He doesn't stand still.
You're right.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be,
We would have to capture him sitting. I got you. Okay.
either that or run after him with a camera or have a, I don't
We
know.
will definitely see what we can do there. That is a wonderful idea.
Okay, good. But really, is the cost huge? What kind, I mean, how? I guess it is with all the equipment. Okay,
It just depends. I mean, we've got podcast equipment. We have audio equipment already. So you can just use your iPhone to video, and that's something that we could do. You know, it won't be the most awesome quality, but we absolutely can give it a shot, and we can learn along the way. So I think we should just go for it, even if it's not, you know, we don't have all the equipment.
I like that attitude.
You know, actually, Amy, I think he might even prepare it for us, not doing it live in front of everybody, so that he could kind of walk through the steps. So he might be a little more stationary, Beth, if he were knowing he were doing it for that reason.
He really is a outstanding teacher.
He is.
Are you inviting people to come with you, Beth?
Sure. But and there were plenty, you know, in the class, but he didn't let us leave the subject he was wanting to present to us, but he did it very nicely, you know. He just kept it going. And I think, and the reason really for him to walk around is really he was looking at the iPhones to be sure people were getting what he was talking. So it was just good. So
Is that your favorite thing about Villages? Beth, what is your favorite thing about Villages? Your favorite thing we offer, maybe.
well, I'm not here year round, and so I'm not really the person to ask. But the brain series was very informative, very good. I like that. Also, the first thing I did was gift, and I did that on Zoom. And that also was good. So you can sort of tell that I lean toward education of some kind.
Mhm. That's great. Great. We're glad you're enjoying it. But does
Is that-
anyone else? Oh, go ahead, Beth.
I said, is that enough?
That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. Does anyone else have any ideas they'd like to share, something they'd like to see, or?
Amy,
Well, I would like to share about the he shed that Fred did or he headed it up. We did it in our garage, and that was such a good thing for him especially, but the guys that came too. And I would really like to see that get going again if there are men that want to do that. You know, not everybody is so inclined, but anyway, it was really nice. And they fixed a couple of things in one of Mary's cultivator, and that was a pretty good chore. And they fixed a lamp for Mary, I can't remember, that moved back to Arkansas.
Mary
Swimming.
Yes. Swimming. Yeah. Anyway, that was a really good thing. I enjoy the women's coffees. I enjoy the lunch meetups. I enjoy gatherings.
Yes.
So
Great. Thank
Carolyn,
you.
yes.
Go ahead, Mary.
Okay, on that same note, Carolyn, I would like to see the men get together and let them decide some things that they would like to do. I know a lot of men probably don't like together like women do,
Yeah.
but I think we need to figure out, or let them help us figure out, some activities that would include them and keep them involved.
Mhm.
But I think we need their help.
Mhm.
That's a good point, Mary. We'll write both of those down. Mary, did you have something else you wanted to say?
Nope, that was it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we are at 5:30. So unless anyone else has any feedback, we'll go ahead and wrap up. But just know that you can always call us, email us, text us. Our office is always open from Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We always have someone there, and we'd love for you to just come in and give us your ideas and have some coffee and stop by and chit chat. And we'd also love to see you on those member Mondays as well. Just welcoming the new members and learning more about what you can.
At that gunpoint shortly after crossing over the border from Texas. One of them
What you
being
can
seen
have.
tossed into the back of a pickup.
Amy,
Yeah.
I say about the member Mondays. Yesterday, we had a member Monday and we had one new member come, but we had a couple of older members, Carolyn Wettengale and Leda came, and it was the best time. They got to meet the new lady. We all interacted. And so even if you've been a member for a long time, I would encourage people to come because I think you can always learn something. Amy's a great teacher. And so I think you can always learn something and just get to know more people. So we'd love to see everybody.
That was a great plug. Thank you, Mary. All right. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to say? I don't want to cut anyone off, but I also want to be respectful of your time.
I tried to set up, make reservations for the member Monday online, and I had trouble doing it. I don't know if it was my password or what. It wasn't working. I reset it and it still wouldn't work. So
Okay.
I need help with that. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon for the class, so I'll try to come early.
All right. Let's look
maybe
at it then.
help me.
Okay. Sounds good, Kate.
Okay.
All right. Well, Marilyn, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm just grateful for every one of you. We're changing the whole conversation about what people in general and think about aging, and just delightful to have you all a part of it and making it happen. It's going to be bigger and more effective than ever this next year because of you. So thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. We look forward to seeing you all soon. And please feel free to let us know if you think of something after tonight and want to say it. You can always say it later. So everybody have a good evening.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.